All right, welcome back. Today, we're going to get right into something fascinating, the very architecture of your mind. We're going to explore a way of thinking that, well, you might not have a name for it, but I have a feeling you might just recognize it instantly.
Okay, so let me just ask you this straight up. Do you ever feel like you're seeing connections and possibilities that pretty much everyone else seems to miss completely? Like you're spotting these intricate patterns that just fly right over other people's heads?
Yeah, if that last slide hit home, then this probably will too. It's this intense craving for something real, for meaning, in a world that just seems to love surface level interactions. And look, that feeling, it's not just you being weird, it's not random at all. It's actually a huge clue, a signpost pointing to how your brain is actually put together.
All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. This whole experience we're talking about, it actually has a name. It all comes down to what you could call your brain's deeper wiring. And what we're introducing here is the concept of multidimensional thinking.
So, what on earth is multidimensional thinking? Well, think of it like this. It's a cognitive style, a way of thinking that's pretty common in some gifted folks. Their brains are, for a lack of a better term, wired deeper. And let's be super clear here. This isn't about being smarter or having a higher IQ. Not at all. It's about how you process the world with this incredible, unusual intensity and complexity.
Okay, this is a great way to picture the difference. On one hand, you've got linear thinking. It's very step by step, right? A leads to B leads to C. Simple cause and effect. It likes clear, neat answers. But then you have multidimensional thinking. That's not a straight line, it's a web. It's seeing how A connects not just to B, but also to F and X and maybe even that idea from 3 years ago. It's all about seeing the underlying patterns and thriving on those big, messy, open-ended questions.
So, this whole deeper wiring thing, it's not just something you feel on the inside. It actually shows up in the real world, in specific habits you can see. So, let's talk about the telltale signs of a deeper wired brain, and you'll see it all starts with this habit of questioning. And here's what's really important to get. This isn't just random curiosity. It's not just asking questions for fun. It's actually a whole cognitive process. It kicks off with intense observation. You're just noticing more, picking up on details others seem to miss. From there, it's totally natural to start constantly questioning things. And the goal of all those questions? It's to find the deeper patterns, to figure out how it all fits together. And here's what that process actually looks like in your day-to-day life. It's that intense curiosity that feels like it's just always on. It's that habit of questioning, well, everything. Nothing is off limits, not even your own long-held beliefs. And oh man, that deep discomfort with just because answers, if someone says that's just the way it is and it feels like nails on a chalkboard, yeah, that's this right here. Okay, so we've talked about the internal world, but this has a huge effect on how you interact with the external world. And honestly, this intense drive for meaning, it's not always a walk in the park. So let's pivot a little and talk about that search for meaning and why, for so many people, it can feel really, really isolating. Here it is in a nutshell. Your brain isn't wired for small talk. It's just not. It's built for deep dives. I mean, have you ever been at a party or some get-together and just felt completely drained? Not tired, but drained? This is why. Your mind is basically this high-performance engine that's designed to explore the deep why of everything. And when you're forced to just float around in the shallows, it's just not getting the fuel it needs. It's exhausting. And this right here, this quote really nails the emotional side of it all. It says that this depth often makes them feel like outsiders who crave meaning over surface-level interactions. And that's the thing, right? It can make you feel like you're on the outside looking in. It's not like you're trying to be different or difficult. You just have this fundamental need for meaningful connection. And, small talk just doesn't cut it. Okay, as we start to bring this all together, there is one thing I really want you to take away from this. If any of what we've talked about today sounds familiar, please know this. It's not a bug. It's not a flaw in your personality that you need to fix. It is a feature. It's a fundamental part of your cognitive architecture. It's literally how your mind is built to work. So instead of seeing this as a source of frustration, as something that makes you different, let's just flip the script for a second. Let's end with this thought. What if this difference, this incredible ability you have to see complexity and to crave real meaning, what if that's exactly the kind of depth the world is crying out for right now? Just think about that. What could you do with a mind like that?